So, you ever wonder why we make judgments about things we don't know? Well, maybe it's because we subconsciously don't like not knowing. Because when you don't know, it makes you feel uncomfortable, out of control. So you make an assumption. But assumptions can lead to misconceptions, and misconceptions can lead to misrepresentation. And once you get to misrepresentation, you no longer care about the thing or the individual that you just made an assumption about, because in your mind, you already know, you think you know that thing, and it helps you feel in control. But that's why I'm here today, to tell you about misconceptions about body image. And I'm going to tell you about 3 misconceptions and 2 solutions to that. But before I go ahead, I want to give you a little story about an old teammate I had in high school. And he was a well-known guy. Everyone liked him. And he had girl problems, is what he called it. And he felt like he couldn't get a girlfriend because he wasn't a big guy. So he felt like he needed to have muscles and be taller. But how did he know that? No one asked him. He didn't ask anyone, and no one told him. So he just made an assumption. So misconception 1 about body image is bigger people. Usually when you think of body image, people will think, oh, that just involves bigger people. You know, like you might see it on social media, people will be body shaming or someone will talk about their weight. But the counter argument to that misconception is that 70% of normal weighted women wish they were thinner. And 80% of 10-year-olds are afraid of being fat, along with 34% of men who are dissatisfied with their body. And only 4% of women around the world consider themselves beautiful. That's only gone up 2% from 2004. So that's 13 years. It's not a big difference. Misconception 2, Hollywood and ads. So some people think that Hollywood is not the problem. They say people should be able to form their own opinions and shouldn't let Hollywood affect how they feel. But to counter argue that, according to Red Crow Marketing, people are exposed to 4,000 to 10,000 ads a day. So of course you're going to run into some kind of advertisement about, want to lose weight, or some kind of commercial portraying what's attractive. Usually you'll see a guy with abs or a woman in a bikini and she's a small figure, and that's what they consider attractive. So it leaves a lot of people out because most people don't look that way. And misconception 3, some people say that it's just on social media, which you do see a lot of body image and body shaming problems going on social media, and that's not the case, because to counter argue that, it also happens in person every day. It doesn't take much just to walk up to someone and say, hey, you're fat. It may not happen as often, but people can do that. And according to the University of North Carolina, Wilmington's Counseling Center, societal and cultural pressures, people get societal and cultural pressures to look a certain way. So that doesn't even have to involve social media. That can involve like your race or religion, like people at home, they want you to look a certain way. There's pressure from that. And just to give you an idea how much pressure, 72% of girls feel tremendous pressure to be beautiful. So that's a lot of people. And that's just females alone, not even males. So solutions, what can we do? Well, 1, we can speak up and speak out. It's easier said than done, because most of the time when you run into an issue, most people don't step in. They just let it happen. They're quick to pull out their phones and just post it, but no one says anything. And number 2, Hollywood should be more inclusive, along with ads. So instead of just showing people who are fit, show different body sizes and shapes and different people of different skin color. And that's it.
What's your conclusion?